But no, I'm good. I'm in an all-boys school. I need to talk to girls.
Oh no, females. Yeah.
Okay, speaking of females, that leads us on to our topic of the day. Hi, and
We haven't even introduced
You've not introed it.
I will now.
Okay.
But we were already talking, so I figured I'll just plug it in like halfway
Okay.
through.
This is a podcast.
Hello and welcome to Hanging with the Homegirls with me, Latoya. I know you expect Helen to be here, but she's not. Okay, joking. Helen's like busy for the next couple of weeks because she's doing big things. So I'm going to be joined by a plethora of hosts, and by plethora I mean two people, Sully and Luca from the Slapdog podcast.
What up? We're now homegirls.
I wish
Yep,
Helen
your
was here
homegirls
instead of
officially.
Luca.
Oh,
Whoa! I was Helen was here instead of you.
I see you enough.
I came up with your like female name like a couple of days ago.
Why?
Like on one of our episodes. Shit, I can't remember what it was.
Did you?
Yeah, I said it. It was like Selena.
Oh, Selena. Oh, yeah.
Selena.
Selina's good.
That's
And
sexy.
Luca will be Lucia. Yeah?
I can take Lucia.
Yeah?
Is it
Lucia?
It's better than Lucy. Lucia.
We went for very,
Got the Latin. What?
like, sort of Hispanic names there.
And well, I mean,
Like,
works for me.
Latin American names, we went for that. Like Selena. Like
Selena,
Okay.
like
Selena
Gomez.
Selena and
Lucia,
Lucia.
like-
Lucia. Like,
That
Okay.
Lucia that everyone knows.
I'm sure, I think we know a Lucia. Who
Yeah,
is
isn't there like a movie called Lucia?
Yeah, I think that one of the Borgias were.
Okay.
Borge.
It was a TV show, right?
Historical family. I mean,
But
there's a
there
TV
was
show
a
about it, yeah. Fucking hell, I swear.
My bad. And speaking of Latin, I'm just going to plug everything as I can.
Go for
We're
it.
going to have a
Special guest!
Special guest.
That's about as much enthusiasm as you all brought to it.
Yeah.
Like in the separate films.
Yeah, we're going to have a rapper / songwriter called Affix on later in the show, and she's a British Colombian artist like on the scene, so stay tuned for that. But before we do that good stuff, I'm going to have to talk to these guys.
Before the
Yeah.
good stuff, you're going to have to talk to us.
That-
But I
You're
feel
gonna
so
have to-
loved.
Can hear them rambling for a little bit, and then we get to the good
We're
stuff.
going to rap?
This is, you can try.
Ramble.
Oh, I don't think you want me to.
I can't rap.
I mean,
I mean, Luca doesn't even like rap songs, so
yeah,
that-
but I can throw down a
You can
beat.
throw down some bars.
favorite.
You don't rap and throw down beats. Firstly,
Oh,
you rap and throw down bars. So
I feel like I could do
First
both at the same
mistake.
time.
Yeah. I'm just
Not feeling throwing down some bars or
No,
beats.
I don't want to have to destroy Luca.
I
like
mean-
that. And I love you, mate. So I can't do that to you.
And my go-to karaoke song is Linkin Park's "In the End," and I do the rapping part of it. So I do the rapping, and my friend does the
Okay.
singing, and it is
you-
interesting.
Yeah, well, mine's T-Pain bartender. So
I
So
mean,
you just-
classic. I think he wins. Just basis on song choice. I think
So you
T-Pain
sing, you
bartender.
rap like a robot, basically.
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, that sounds really impressive.
Yeah, impressive.
Stop being a
It is
hater.
impressive.
I'm gonna hate.
Okay, so
You had
anyway,
an
the
interesting
topic,
topic for us?
since you're girls for the
Homegirls,
day,
yeah.
homegirls for the next couple of weeks,
For life.
for life,
I'm gonna get it tattooed on me now.
I'm getting a t-shirt.
Homegirl.
homegirls for life.
It's gonna be
Homegirl for
4 U's at the end.
Oh my gosh, we should do that. Oh my
be your
gosh,
t-shirts.
please. I'm going to make a t-shirt that says Homegirls for Life, and you guys have to wear them.
I will. I'll do it.
You have to wear them, and I'm going to put our like Instagram and
Yeah, do
a
it.
podcast name on the back.
Do it.
I'm serious.
Fucking do it. I'll
I'm
wear it.
serious. You'll wear it.
I'll wear it.
Okay, it's done. It's done.
Do I get
And
mates
I'll-
rates?
Mates
T-shirt-
rates
on the t-shirt?
No, I'll do it for you.
Oh, nice. Oh, I was going to buy it.
I mean, Luke is paying, but I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Whoa! Mine better fit nice then.
Can mine be pink?
I'll make his. Okay, that's done. I mean, our logo is basically pink, so I can just make it pink and then just put the logo in the middle. Luca's gonna have to be soft, special cotton because he doesn't do the rough stuff. Okay.
Well,
Well,
depends who you talk to.
Well, I mean,
Anywho,
I just went weird.
same. I can't reach to high five you.
High foot?
I don't know.
no,
That
do
seems
you want
yeah.
Luca's
Oh,
foot
yeah.
on your hand?
Exactly.
I don't.
Foot to foot.
Foot to hand? No, thank you. Okay, so since they're honorary homegirls, we will be discussing women's rights.
Okay.
Feels like a curveball. Women's rights. Yeah, so
Yeah.
how do you feel about those? Good.
Good. We should have them, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you did.
As a consensus, women's rights, good thing.
Yeah, very good thing. We're in support of them.
Yes. Okay. So the topic that I had chosen today was, I actually Googled it, and according to Google,
Googs,
my
The big G.
the big home
The big girl.
Yeah, G. The wage gap has actually gone up in the UK since last year.
Seriously?
Yep, it was 11.8% last year, and it's 11.9% this year. So
we're regressing.
yeah. So I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about something that Lucia/Luca told me the other day. I don't know if you remember this. I'm not going to broadcast it, but it was something to do with me and you.
Okay.
You know?
I think.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you weren't in that day.
Yeah.
But yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. So I was asking, why do you think that as we're going through time, is the wage gap is getting worse? I was because I was shocked. I was really confused because in my mind, I didn't really think that this kind of thing would affect me, you know, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. You see it in the news and you're thinking, oh, it sucks for other people, but that's never going to affect me. And then it does.
And I was like, yeah, we're really doing well, in terms of women's rights. We can see where it was wrong. And as our generation comes in, I would have thought that this kind of stuff would not be an issue as much.
It'd be less and less.
Yeah.
And it inevitably should just not be a thing.
I feel like women's rights are progressing a lot socially. So in the public eye, on thanks to social media, really.
Yeah.
But politically, it's taking longer to get there.
Not even longer, but it's weird. It's in America when they've gone back on all these abortion laws as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of we're in a place where everything is fluctuating.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of a knee-jerk reaction to things are getting bare and bare, and some people up top went, oh, too far, and then just kind of kicked it back down again.
2 steps forward and oh no, too many. Let's take one back.
Too many steps.
Yeah.
Too many forward. Let's take one back, and hopefully we'll go back to going forward.
Or we'll go back to a place where we're comfortable with.
Yeah.
In terms of wherever they were comfortable before. I really don't understand
it's
it.
Either that or this is a really dark way of saying it, but when the old people eventually aren't in the office anymore,
true. But then
shit should get better.
But our generation will be the old people. And
yes,
the next generation.
But that's the hope is as newer generations age and they're the ones replacing kind of people with older ways of thinking from different cultural times. Hopefully things get better and better, and it's not going to happen overnight because those that are in charge still have kind of views that are not current. And our views won't be what when we're that age, they won't be what's current because our views will be what's now, and hopefully there should be a push for even better than what's now.
True.
But eventually you should get to a point.
Yeah. And that's why I'm running for mayor of London.
And that's why we
can't fight me.
I think he could take you.
I feel like Sally.
Good.
I think Sadiq Khan would take you.
He's from Tooting. He could take me.
Yeah. Boris Johnson, you could take him, but Sadiq, he seems like he could knock you out.
He could. Yeah. He's a London lad. So he probably could.
Yeah, I was going to say, I agree with that. I was saying hopefully that is the case, that does happen. But don't you think in a lot of social spaces in terms of our generation, people are still really backwards? As in in terms of, I say a lot, I'm trying to stop. So sometimes I will pause because I'm not going to say
It's very Loverland of you.
It's so hard to not do it. It's a bad habit. So for example, because you guys are into gaming and stuff, and I know someone who was into gaming. It still is. You know them. I'm just not going to mention their name. They probably know. Yeah. And she was when she meets people sometimes and she says that she's a gamer, she feels certain people she has to explain herself to.
Yes. I think I see what she means, because they're probably going to be oh, you're a girl who's a gamer. You probably play...
You like Candy Crush, don't you?
Candy Crush, X game.
Yeah.
When instead, she plays
She plays our kind of
She plays games that
she plays games
that I'm scared to play.
That's because you're a scared boy when it comes to horror stuff. Boy. But that's been a problem in kind of the game industry. That is getting better again with age, but it's the same sort of thing. It's time where oh, you're a girl gamer. Do you need help with that? Because you're not probably going to be very good. It's kind of like she's probably going to kick your ass at this.
Yeah.
Like that's, I guess the advent of like online playing, kind of being able to hide yourself behind a banner of like whatever name you choose, kind of helps with that. The moment you start getting abuse, and it's so well documented, it's fucking disturbing, is the moment you get on like microphone to talk with the team, bunch of shitty guys out there will just be like, oh, you're a girl, oh, you must suck at this. There are so many times that's been kind of recorded and put out there, and like, this is what it's like to be a female gamer. And it's the same thing in any industry, and it's the kind of shit that needs to stop being a thing.
But I think it also starts very like early on, because I remember this specific friend telling us about how she used to work at a certain company that sold games. Not going to mention the exact name, but they sold like games, and how parents would come in and just be like, I have a baby, I have a daughter and I want to get this game for her. And then she would suggest like a good game, and they'd be like, no, I want it to be more like this. Like, so they would kind of steer the games towards like certain avenues, like more towards like Nintendogs, Sims,
My Little Pony.
Classic.
I love Cooking Mama.
Well, I guess that kind of comes from a bigger cultural issue of kind of like because there's always been that divide of kind of like guys must like action men and girls must like Barbie, and it's you got to break down
boys
that
blue,
shit.
girls pink kind of thing.
And it's the same sort of thing when it comes to like branding of products, which parents then go into a shop and say, oh, that's pink, that's for girls, that's blue, that's for guys. And at this point,
I'm rocking pink right now.
Yeah, Sully wears a lot of pink, and it looks good on him. And it's not. I'm wearing purple right now, actually. So
you love purple.
I love me some purple. It's a good fucking color.
And I'm wearing black.
Yeah.
Like my heart.
Soul.
Damn. Joking.
But yeah.
I love it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just really. It's really warm in here, and it's making me grouchy.
but yeah, it's a bigger societal issue that needs to change, and I feel like it's changing a little, but again, not as fast as it should be changing.
Yeah, well, I think we'd all love for things to progress faster than they ever do.
Yeah,
and they never do.
Yeah.
And it's one of those kind of like shitty realizations that's like, so long as it is progressing, even if it is taking time, at least it's progressing.
Yeah.
The thing we don't want is like the shit that's happening in America, where like, you can no longer get an abortion if you live here. And it's like, what the fuck?
But I think it's good. Like, I know that certain countries have made it illegal to pay men more than women and vice versa.
Good.
A lot of Scandinavian countries.
Yep, Scandinavian countries. We love the Scandinavians.
Dude, the Scandinavian countries are like the way forward.
I'm
like,
always saying this.
Well, not all of them.
They're not fans of like coloured people.
Okay.
Oh, I did not know that.
But in some senses, they're the way forward.
As in, let's just... Okay, I'm confused now.
Yeah, that's weird.
You
like
curveball.
Gender-wise,
that's a big, that's a big fucking curveball. Wow.
Gender-wise, fine.
Considering like 2 out of 3 of us.
Yeah, it's like
and parts of
like,
Luca.
they're kind of there.
Yeah,
in a
but
sense,
as in, like, we should take this part of what they're doing. Yeah, we don't have to take everything.
Oh, even
as
that's
in,
like societal and ecological standpoints. They're like there's a bunch of them that always said, yeah, within the next 5 years we're going fully kind of solar powered, green, renewable energies. Like, cool. Where the fuck is everyone else?
Yeah, but we got oil, we got gas in Scotland.
Yeah.
Good us, yeah. Well, we also have whiskey in Scotland, so keep it coming, Scotland.
We also have cod in Scotland.
Well, France is doing it too, to be fair.
Whiskey?
No.
the
equality laws.
Also
are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think the countries are Belgium, Denmark, France, Latvia, Luxembourg, and Sweden. And they're the only like countries in the past decade that have actually made legal changes.
Why the fuck are we not on that list?
I don't know. It's weird. But I think, but it goes to show, like, basically the BBC published how much they were paying their
presenters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And BBC is run by our tax money.
Yeah.
So they can't make the laws if they're the like prime people. Like I just said, like,
you keep saying
they're the prime example of what we shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, true.
So
it's weird. I have a weird love-hate relationship with the BBC. It's like I love a lot of the stuff that they do, and then they do certain things or have kind of not like some of the legacy stuff that they do that's still in place is just a pain in the fucking ass. And I would love for them to kind of finally modernize and actually take that leap. But again, it takes too much
again,
time.
They're doing it slowly.
It's very slowly.
BBC Three is a good example of that. Where
Sort of.
well, it's the closest example of that, I suppose, for the BBC.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing, and it's getting better, is like their approach to something like the iPlayer, which is a kind of it's like a half measure. It's like cool, you can.
It's like most
you can,
things British.
Yes,
Let's
it's
do
really
a
irritating.
half measure guide.
Yeah.
Oh, you have 30 days to catch up on a show that you've actually technically paid for.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like on something like Netflix, other than like a very small minority of shows,
It stays on.
it's there forever. If you sign up now, you can watch something that was from like 5 years ago. And it's
Yeah,
not
I
a problem.
hate that. I hate that you have like a time limit on stuff.
Yeah,
It's
I really
so
do.
annoying.
Might be a
And-
licensing thing.
But
Some of it is
not when.
original shows.
Yeah,
like, 'cause
the stuff
they
that
have-
they make themselves.
But from what I've learned from working, a lot of it is even if they make it, they'll just license it to someone else, and then they can't show it on their own platform.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Which is sort of a joke, really.
Again-
Because essentially what they're doing is like we're paying for them to make money, and then they're making more money by selling it to someone else.
Sort of a joke, just like Britain.
Oh,
a half joke, if you will.
Yes. Like the half measures we've taken in
Yeah.
equality.
weirdly, that's not something you get in the music streaming industry.
Yeah, I only use Tidal.
Nice.
You actually use Tidal?
I support you.
No one uses Tidal.
Oh, I got so excited.
Do you use Tidal?
No,
No,
I use Apple Music.
but apparently,
Apple Music. Yeah.
for you, Tidal actually plays high quality stuff.
Yeah, so they have their normal streaming service, and then they have their like high quality where you get like uncompressed
Nice.
files to download, which is great.
That's
It
a lot
costs
of
more.
space.
Yeah, it does cost more. But I'm
Which
just
is
saying,
fine,
as in,
like-
for those who because I know Luca is like all about.
Jay-Z needs to stay
Quality.
being a
Yeah,
billionaire.
no,
Yeah, Jay-Z needs to stay up there, okay, to represent.
He really needs the money. Guys.
I know, but as in, he's just trying to make his coin. Like, okay, there's so.
He's made his coin. He's good.
but he has to keep on
2 children,
three.
3 children to feed, and Kanye West to feed.
Yeah, I think.
His fourth
And he's
child.
married to Beyonce.
Who can feed them all herself
Yeah,
at this
I'll be
point? She
honest.
is good. Like,
Yeah,
good,
but
good.
you know what? You got to keep up.
She's a billionaire,
When Bay's doing
too.
big things, I don't think so.
No,
I
she's
think
not,
I think they're probably a couple billionaire
I think.
as a
Possibly,
couple
as
together
a-
as a unit.
I mean, Jay-Z is a billionaire on his own.
Oh, is he?
Is he now?
His assets are worth $1 billion.
Oh shit.
That's why I thought her.
Technically, Beyonce is a billionaire because Jay-Z belongs to Beyonce. There we go.
True.
Well, they're married, so what's mine is yours and all that.
True.
They belong to each other.
Yeah.
In holy
Until he cheats on
matrimony.
her again, and then it's all over.
Wow, Luca, just come in with the dark thoughts. A lot of people don't want to talk about that.
That's why I'm here.
Just to bring the darkness to our light.
But that is something that you don't really get in music streaming. It's, for the most part, it's artist or label led. Like, if they want their music on a service, they put it on there. If they don't, it's not.
And
Rather
also,
than-
women who headline get paid less than men who headline.
Probably.
I've heard that too.
I think that also depends on how you. Who it is headline. Like, I'm sure Beyonce would get more than Coldplay.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, as in, like, I think there's no like specific amount. As in, you don't get a specific amount for headlining a certain thing.
No, it's whatever your fee is,
Yeah.
and they can either pay it or not, and you can barter
say
with
it's
that.
Okay, I can't think of 2 artists that are on the same level. Like, who would you say would be the female equivalent?
Okay, let's
of,
say like Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande. They're probably about level in terms of audience.
I'd say Ariana Grande is way bigger.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would
I
you?
wouldn't say.
I don't know. I
Justin
mean,
Bieber's-
Justin Bieber's fucking massive. Like, we're not
Okay,
into him,
Ed
but he's massive.
Sheeran and Ariana Grande.
Okay, that's more.
All right.
In my mind, that's more equal.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So those are interesting things. I think it's all about the audience that they would bring to
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever festival they're doing, and if it's it's part to do with that, and it's also part to do with the behind the scenes stuff. Like
Yeah.
whatever you see on stage, whatever.
Yeah, but I'm talking about headlining. So this is for like a festival.
What would be like a flat fee?
No, so
get paid?
Yeah, so like they have their fee or they have whatever they call. But like, say they want dancers on stage, say they have big production, they pay for it, and it comes out of their fee. So
Yeah, but
someone like
but they pay and then they pay their dancers. But I'm saying the initial payment.
Yeah.
yeah,
Would that be the same?
It's.
I don't know.
And then obviously, like, I understand that Ed Sheeran just goes onto a stage with the guitar, so he's gonna make more money because
Yeah,
he's
in the
not.
end of it.
He doesn't have excess, but that just comes out of his paycheck. So if you
Yeah.
pay me, then I pay them. But what you pay me should technically be the same, right?
Yes.
You'd hope so. You'd hope so.
Yeah.
And I also think it's partly to do with like every artist probably asks for their own fee.
Yeah.
like one artist
that makes obviously that makes sense because you don't. It's like same as a freelancer.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would ask for.
Yeah, we would ask for different things even if we're doing the same job.
Yeah.
But especially when you get up to kind of their level, like Ed Sheeran, he might be free for the weekend and he's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it for this much. And someone else might be like, I might actually book for something else, but if you pay me this much, I'll get it. And it's so dependent on case by case basis. And also from their manager's side of things, their agents, they all got to take a cut, so they're trying to probably get as much as possible.
To be honest, as long as they only have yellow M&Ms in the green room, it's fine.
Yeah, there's also the riders and shit like that that kind of really play into stuff.
Yeah, and what they want, like their preferences, because they say like what they want as well.
So yeah, that's what the rider is.
Oh, is that a rider?
Yeah, so a rider is essentially, what do you want in your green room or your change room? Like, what must be here? Like, so, say, anytime you go there, your changing rooms have to have a certain kind of bulb in it. You always want a sofa in there. You always want
there
this
was
kind
one
of
artist who wanted like a certain color of Skittles taken out. I feel like that's the thing that everyone always talks about. I feel like I would do that though.
It was a band, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I want lamps.
Okay,
everywhere.
So if you had a rider, what would you have on it?
Not a lot. Because that comes out of your fee. So
a lot of lamps.
But you could charge more and then take off your rider.
I don't know.
And then just to say, like, if you had to become a celebrity, and you could, I'm not saying like be extravagant, but what is the one thing that you'd want when you go somewhere?
Push it. I want a flamingo.
A flamingo.
So everywhere you go to perform,
you go to
a flamingo.
You go to fucking Australia, like, oh, we get a flamingo.
Give me one flamingo. I don't like flamingos.
Yeah, you might not be booked into a lot of places. Right?
I just go to the zoo. Be like, hey,
or they'll just get a guy in a flamingo costume.
I'm okay with that. That's fine as long as there is flamingo.
Wait, so why have they got like those little like cocktail straws of flamingo on the top of it?
It's fine. I just want to make sure they've read it.
This gets super cheap.
I want to make sure they've read it because sometimes they won't read it. So I'll just say flamingo. It'll be like the bang
small
in the
print.
middle. It'll be in the middle, so I make sure they read it all. So it'd be like sofa, water, flamingo.
Sofa, water, flamingo. In that order.
Sofa, water, flamingo. Yeah.
Skittles and bed.
It's just something that would make you feel more comfortable. So I know like certain artists like ask for like certain things for them, like their voice.
Yes.
Like, they'll ask for like water.
You have to have certain lozenges or certain types of
stuff
drink.
like that.
Oh,
so
cheeky horse.
Tea. I know there was I can't remember what, a very big diva like artist, and I cannot remember her name, and I don't want to say it for slander
I feel like
purposes.
you know who you're talking about.
No,
and I feel like once you tell us what
I feel like I do,
everyone's gonna
but
know what you're talking about.
Give me one of their songs.
I know I can't.
He knows who he's talking.
I don't, but her rider was essentially she had to have a certain size couch in every single one of her like things, and every time the venue had to go out and buy a couch and bring it in. She wouldn't bring her couch with her. They had to source it themselves. So every single time they had to go out and buy a couch. This specific type of leather couch.
Sally literally just said sofa.
Yeah,
sofa.
But she was incredibly specific about it. It has to be this. It has to be kind of that. It has to be made of this. And
It has to be this bark lounge and it has to be worn in for 5 years. Like, how do we find that?
It's an investment.
Yeah, you're investing in this artist, so just buy the sofa.
What would be on your rider?
I don't know.
Flamingo.
It depends on what I'm famous for. It really depends on what I'm famous for. It would just have to be something that makes me like super comfortable.
Yeah, like just some home comforts.
For example, if you're doing Hanging with the Homegirls live show, then what do you want on your rider?
Is Helen on your rider?
Ooh. Well, I mean, Helen is technically part of the show. Oh my gosh, she's
got to turn
kicked out
up.
Helen already.
I'm taking Helen's spot.
Yeah, so I don't know. Food?
What kind of food? You can't just say food, otherwise here's some celery.
That's true. Sushi. I love sushi.
Ooh. I knew it would be sushi.
I love sushi, so I'd have sushi.
Would you get specific about it? It's like it's got to be sushi from this kind of place, or would you say?
I feel like I would just because I know what they like, what I like from certain places, but it wouldn't be somewhere expensive. Like I'd be like Itsu or Wasabi. Other brands are available.
Pretty basic.
I'd go expensive.
Would you?
Okay.
But the thing, you can buy something expensive and you don't like it. It would have to be something that I know I like, because there's no point them ordering a bunch of sushi from somewhere expensive and I don't like it.
That's the kind of crazy thing with riders is people put tons of shit in it and it barely gets used. Yeah. So at the end of it, the staff there is like, well, they've left.
Yeah.
We're taking this shit. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, I would take all the yellow Skittles that are on the table if they don't eat them. I like
The
that.
staff take it outside to the crowd. It's like, and they yeet these Skittles at you guys.
Throw them at the fans.
Do they actually do that?
No.
I wish they would.
Oh. Do you just get really hungry in a crowd and just love a handful of Skittles?
Yeah, because I don't want to leave the show. So,
But they do bring water, like if you're at the front. But if you're in the middle, you're screwed. Like you're thirsty.
Oh, you're fucked. Yeah,
I'm always thirsty.
that's why you normally. I normally bring, if I'm there, I'm bringing like a water and a beer or 2 beers in with me. I'm like, well, I'm here for an hour.
Have you ever snuck something into a concert and/or festival?
No, but I've been with someone that has. Like, and it's like, oh, she brings out a flask of whiskey and it's like, let's top up the drinks.
Is that who I think it is?
Huh?
Is that who I think it is?
It's her friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never been to a gig, so.
I would totally do that. I would 110%
And whenever I go
sneak in
to
alcohol.
my version of a gig is a wrestling show, and they always check.
For my birthday, Julian got me a flask with a special engraving on it that I'll show you guys later.
Nice.
And I'm like, I'm ready for my next gig.
I did not buy him anything for his birthday.
No, you
did
didn't.
you buy him?
He did.
Yeah,
To be fair,
He
my
brought me a little
birthday is
Funko
before
Puffy.
yours, and you didn't buy me anything either.
Is it before mine?
Yes.
Oh, yours is in November.
Yeah, but technically we started in August, so my birthday passed first.
Fuck off.
Yeah, didn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly, and you never got me anything.
Did you do anything for your birthday?
Yeah.
Did we do anything for your birthday?
Yeah, we literally met. I went for dinner, and then I met you guys at Julian's thing.
Yeah, it was
I wasn't there,
So
I'd left already.
we did Julian's birthday and you just tagged along.
No, I'd organized something for mine, but Julian asked you guys before I asked you. But I'd already booked the place, but then I was like, okay, I can't ask you after because that would be rude. You can't ask people because then you guys would have to pick. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go with my other friends that are not from work, and then I'll meet up with you guys after, which I did do. So technically, you could have still got me a present.
Yeah, Luca.
Sully.
I had already left, so I couldn't.
I blame you. You're the one that
Sully
remembers
knows.
this kind of stuff. I
You're
don't remember
older,
shit.
so I mean.
And technically,
Exactly.
I've had two. We've celebrated 2 birthdays together, as opposed to your one, and you've not got me anything either
I've
time.
had 2 birthdays.
Have you had 2 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't invite you to the first one, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I didn't invite any of you to either of mine.
Exactly.
okay.
Sully just doesn't do shit for
Did
his
I-
birthday.
did I-
He doesn't love us enough.
I didn't do anything for my birthday. I don't care.
He doesn't love us enough.
I honestly don't care.
I'm not that fussed either.
No, I've never really been fussed by my birthday.
I just
This
like
year was
the
first time.
presents. Thank you,
Yeah.
Luca.
Oh.
The only thing I don't want to do is not go to work on my birthday because it's like I shouldn't have to.
And they won't even give that to you for free.
I feel like technically you shouldn't have to work on your
Yeah,
birthday.
I
I feel
try.
like there should be a law saying that you shouldn't have to work on your birthday.
See, I don't give a fuck working on my birthday. I'd rather have like the day to choose when I want to work.
Yeah,
Like,
but you can
my
still
birthday's on a
choose. You
Wednesday.
can still choose, but you can just, as in, it doesn't come out of your holiday pay. But you could just get off
A
your
birthday day.
Yeah, it's only 1 day a year for an individual person.
Yeah,
It shouldn't matter.
I'd be down with that. I mean, more time off.
we're gonna do that. We're gonna institute that at Slapduck.
Yep. If you ever
Podcast.
join the company of
Yeah, you can join. You won't get
Shine with
paid, but you'll have as much
Shine
time
with
off as you
Cloud
want.
Media. Unless your birthday is in a leap year, in which case you're
Yeah,
screwed.
then you can't. Sorry.
You're screwed. Yeah.
Yeah, they get their day off once every 4 years.
That would be a great incentive. You'd never have to work on your birthday.
You never have a birthday.
They have one every 4 years.
Yeah.
Apparently they invented a new star sign for people born on a leap year.
That's so lame.
That's so
That's the
insanely
lamest
stupid.
thing.
It's weird looking too. Apparently it's like a snake. I don't know.
Oh,
What's wrong with snakes? I like snakes.
There is a snake star
You're
sign.
weird.
I got a
Yeah.
tattoo of a snake, so
I told him not to get
not a
him.
snake.
He's cursed now.
I can show you.
It's
It's,
a
a snake.
serpent. It's not quite a snake.
What the
A
fuck is the
serpent is a
difference between a
snake.
snake and a
Because like
serpent?
the thing of your tattoo isn't a snake, is
It's
it?
the world serpent.
Yeah, so it's not a snake.
What's the difference between
It's like beyond snake.
beyond snake?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like. I mean, Latoya doesn't like the look of it because it's so snake-like.
I
so-
don't.
it
I
look-
never said that.
it
I said
looks like
I can look
snake.
at it. It's just don't
You
want
just don't
to.
like
I
snakes.
just don't want to look at
It
that
looks
part
like
of Luca's
snake,
body.
but serpent isn't snake.
Oh, mine.
Isn't
I'm just
it?
saying, no, because serpent, it was also used to describe dragon-like creatures.
Oh, it
or
wasn't.
sea things. Yes, it was.
Are you sure?
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Yes.
No.
Serpent does not mean snake.
Oh, fuck's sake! Do you
I'm
think?
not going to type in the word serpent because pictures are going to stick. Pictures
look,
of snakes are going to
Contact R&D.
which I don't
We'll
wanna.
bring one to the show
I
for
don't
today.
need R&D.
Fuck's sake!
R&D
You
is
need R&B.
Yeah. R&D is exclusive to the Slapduck podcast.
That's true.
Oh, speaking of R&B,
R&B?
the new Little Mermaid is going to be an R&B singer
Oh, yeah.
and a black gal represent.
Yeah.
Hyped. I'm so hyped about that. Can't wait to see it.
That'd be
But
cool.
apparently loads of people were like, oh, the Little Mermaid can't be black.
It's like, it's a
The
fucking
usual
mermaid.
thing
They're
that
not
happens.
real.
And people were like, she's underwater and can talk to animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The skin colour is the least of your worries. She breathes underwater, for fuck's sake.
She's going above and beyond. Okay, fair enough.
She doesn't have a
They
lower
were
half of her body when she's wet.
The sunlight would never have gotten that deep into the sea to
Mermaids aren't
cause
real.
She should be fucking
I'm just
translucent then.
telling you what people are saying.
Yeah, I
They
know.
were like,
That's my thing too. Then.
Yeah.
They're not real. Why are you upset?
I mean, there's a talking crab, and you're questioning the fact.
Who's Jamaican?
He better be Jamaican in the movie, by the way. If he's not, I'd be really
I don't know,
annoyed. That was my favourite part of The Little Mermaid, was him.
He's great. What's his name?
Favourite part? I don't know his name.
Klaus?
Klaus?
What's his Klaus?
It's not Klaus.
I don't know.
What's the name of the little yellow fish? She's cute.
Huh?
The yellow and blue fish.
You're thinking of Dory?
No, there's a yellow and blue fish in Finding Nemo.
Dory.
You are thinking of Finding
No,
Nemo.
Finding
That's
Nemo.
Dory.
In The Little Mermaid, there's a yellow and blue fish.
I don't know. I just remember she
Okay.
wanted legs, and she got them.
And then
The eggs and she got
and then
Legs.
Oh.
and then she's combed her hair with a fork.
She really likes omelettes.
Anyway, we'll just swish towards the interview part. Yep.
Snakes aren't serpents.
Snakes aren't
Okay.
serpents.
Yeah, now
So
you can
Sandy's
go
just
on.
going to throw in this bit of
Okay.
information.
That's my
We
favorite.
can talk about this later, sorry.
We'll swish to the interview. So today we're joined by Affix, who's a West London rapper / songwriter who sings with a British / Colombian twist. Spanglish.
Spanglish, yeah.
So we were listening to 2 of your tracks, I think. And the first one was Mi Casa.
Yeah.
And we all loved it. That was like our favorite track.
Yeah,
Big
definitely.
fan.
So we just want you to like tell us a bit about your album and like the process of creatively, how you got through everything and just the whole like process basically.
The process, it wasn't easy, I'll tell you that much. We've got through quite a few songs to actually finalize which tracks was going to go on the mixtape. But the end product, I wanted it to be something that was basically meaningful. Like it actually meant something. Every track, somebody can relate to it. Majority of them are all based on personal experiences as well. So pretty much can say the mixtape in general was all like based on reality. There's nothing really fake about it, or you can say I'm looking for clout or anything. It's as real as it can get. I did get help from, as you spoke to before, Chrissy, who's also acting as my manager, to co-write the mixtape also. So between me and him and obviously our engineer, we just put a few of the songs together. Majority of them were actually written on the day and then just straight into the booth. So yeah, it was a long process, but I can say it was worth it. Like I'm actually really happy with the end product that I'm gonna be giving out to everyone.
Nice, yeah. So from what we've heard, it sounds really great. Obviously we can't wait to hear like the full version because we only got about like 3 to 4 tracks. But for you, which track would be your favorite and why?
See, I had this conversation with Chrissy as well. It's actually really hard for me to pick one favorite out of the whole track. For me, in general, not even trying to toot my own horn, but all of them are my favorites. But if I really had to pick one, it would probably be Mi Casa or maybe even 1206, which might be one that you haven't heard yet.
No, we haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, it's actually the name of the mixtape, which is a song that I pretty much dedicated to my mum. So that one's more of a heartfelt kind of track. Obviously, when you probably hopefully hear it, you understand where I'm coming from. It's a much more, from the heart kind of thing. But Mi Casa, I love it because it's something different. Like I've never actually got into my Spanish. This is me getting into my Spanish side, my Colombian roots, a bit more tough into it, and I actually kind of like put that into Mi Casa as well, alongside other tracks on the mixtape as well. But Mi Casa was probably the most, I don't know, club vibey. Also, the reactions that I've got from it from performances previously has been absolutely great. So it's made me love it even more. So yeah, probably Mi Casa.
Yeah, we love it. It's like a nice pop that anyone can get into. It's like very universal, very like summertime vibes.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Deans, who also features on the track. If it weren't for him, I don't think the track could have been as banging as it is as well.
In terms of your like artistic choices, who would you describe as someone that you'd love to collab with in the future?
Wow, in the future, there's
Yeah.
it's an endless list. Endless.
Okay, we can do top three.
Top three, okay. Number one has always been, if this actually comes to reality, Missy Elliott.
Oh,
Missy has been one of my big inspirations growing up. Back in the day, I used to try and copy the SWAT style, the little like literally try to go for that tomboyish kind of like,
nice.
I'm hard, I'm a girl, but don't mess with me kind of look. Yeah, so Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill.
Nice, great choice.
Yeah, she's I love the rapping and the singing
and the vocals. The
vocals. She just, absolutely, like, I can't fault her with that. And last but not least, that's just so hard. Like, actually round them down to so many artists that are so great. Unfortunately, she ain't alive, but Whitney Houston would have been one. Like, I would have loved to work with Whitney. Like, her soulful gospel, like, just flavor. She was just absolutely amazing. Her and Amy Winehouse, like, those are two that I'm kind of upset I won't ever be able to actually meet or collaborate with. But yeah.
Well, that's a great list. I feel like any of those choices is brilliant. They're all like great in their own right, and I think they do, like, they make brilliant music. So since we're on that topic, would you describe them as kind of like having an influence on your style or your musical inspirations? Because I know you spoke about Missy Elliott and like trying to like copy her swag. So
most definitely, especially with the female scene. When it comes, like, mainly I'm more of a rapper anyway. When it comes to female raps, Missy Elliott, Queen Latifah, MC Light, Eve, they were all kind of like the artists that I used to look up to, Foxy Brown, and all of them. So listening to them back in the day was like, wow, I want to be just like them, Salt and Pepper and Lisa Left Eye, and I love the style, I love the look and how they could just like be so free with the lyrics, if you know what I mean. Like, never held back, they weren't scared. Like, obviously, look at Salt and Pepper with their sexy flow, but rapping, it wasn't. It's just that, you can do both. It can work. Like, it doesn't have to be just, singing to make it sexy. You can rap sexy. So all of those were like mainly, got to big up the females, The
represent.
Represent the girl power. So, they are a lot of influences in my life to the music and who I looked up to. And one of the reasons why I do what I do, really. Yeah.
So you have both like London style and also you bring in like the Colombian style of the music and fuse them together. Are there any other genres that you'd like to explore or collaborate with other artists that aren't necessarily in the same kind of space that you are that you'd be interested in kind of working with?
Yeah, it's sometime in the future I would like to touch on salsa. Being Colombian, salsa is such a big genre, like his music that you dance to when you go Colombia. That's literally what you hear left, right, and center. Obviously, along with the hip hop, the R&B, and whatnot. But yeah, salsa is something totally different. But it's in our culture, the salsa with rapping is becoming a thing now. So I would love to do that. Hopefully, one day with some big artists out there. Maybe touch more on the reggaeton, like J Balvin, the Zulus, and that, work with them, probably, or work with people similar to them. So yeah, definitely want to go more into that kind of genre, touch more of my roots and add the spin to it as well. Like, bring the Spanish, but bring the English. So yeah, definitely.
I feel like that's the future anyway, especially with the way music is going down. Like, we see a lot of like Afro beats, which is like a mix of like African styles with the British kind of thing, and also like reggaeton, Caribbean stuff coming through as well. So it's definitely like, I feel like there's a space for that.
Yeah, of course. Like I've always said, when it comes to mixing cultures, I don't think it's something that will die down. In fact, it's something that's probably going to become bigger as it goes on. Like you said, the Afro beats, and even now with the Latin twist, like, you know, Cardi B started off rapping in English, and now she's doing all of these like features, and you get the, you know, Justin Bieber, you know, like who would have thought Justin Bieber featuring with Latin artists.
Yeah.
And singing in Spanish, like, it's like, mate, Tory Lanez as well.
Yeah, Tory Lanez loves his Spanish.
Yeah, like, he loves his Spanish, and it's like, mate, yeah, it's also an inspiration for you. Like, if you've got these people that are not even Latin getting into it, like, why can't I do it? And I speak the language fluently. So, yeah, no, it's definitely something I want to get into, jump on the bandwagon for that one, and, you know, just push it forward, really. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I feel like it's good, and it's like necessary that we hear all these like different types of styles. It's good to like mix up cultures as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So for you, who would you say, we can do both UK and US to make it a bit easier, are your like favorite female artists?
UK female artist, I think, she hasn't even done music in a long time. Shiesty. I don't know if anyone, like, Shiesty and Miss Dynamite were my UK, you know, big up stars, female stars. And US, like I said, it has to be between Missy Elliott and Queen Latifah. Like, the US is much harder to, like, just... Yeah, it's so much harder. You've got so many artists. Like, yeah, but Missy, I think I have to keep up there for now. Yeah, Missy. I think I just relate more to Missy with her style, her flow, and Missy Elliott, definitely Missy, and the Brat as well. Can't forget the Brat. So, yeah.
And in terms of more of the newer artists, so in terms of more like Stefflon, Miss Banks.
Yeah, no, I like Stefflon. She's also shutting down the scene at the moment. I've got to give her props for that. Stefflon Don, definitely. I'm loving what Miss Banks is doing at the moment on the scene. She's getting up there, and I've got to give her props as well. Miss Banks is... So it's definitely, like, between them two, Miss Banks, Stefflon Don. For the new ones that are represented at the moment for the females, definitely them two. Definitely.
And I know in the US, you mentioned, like, Cardi B, and we've got like Nicki Minaj, and there's like some...
of course. Yeah.
Obviously, their scenes are a lot bigger than ours.
Much bigger. Much bigger. But also, Young M.A, she's doing her thing out there. Like, Young M.A is proper, like, you know, representing as well. And not just that, she's representing for a whole different, like, scenery as well. Like, you know, like, showing off the taboo that people thought, you know, certain artists couldn't get out there. And it's like she's paved the way for... you know, LGBT artists.
Exactly,
thought that they couldn't get out there. So that's another artist that I look up to and respect as well for getting to what she's doing. Obviously, our styles are totally different, but we're in the same industry at the moment. I'm trying to get to where she's pretty much at the moment. So, I've got to big her up as well for doing what she's doing,
Yeah, because I noticed that, and I've taken a look at your Instagram page. For those who haven't seen it, like, I'll put a link in the description. But I saw, like, you were talking about Black Pride as well.
Yeah,
so if you'd like to expand a bit about that. Yeah,
I'll be performing tomorrow at Black Pride, which is in Haggerston. I'm also representing the LGBT scene. I'm not the type to just, you know, associate myself as an LGBT artist.
Yeah.
I'm just an artist. I don't want to put a title to it. I do music for everyone. I just don't want to think, okay, so she's just for LGBT. But I do want to represent at the same time, if you know what I mean. Like I said, like artists with like Young M.A, who pretty much paved the way for artists like myself that people thought you never see that because you're not girly enough and you're too masculine. Probably, you know, they'll feel like they dominate in the scene too much because some guys are not going to admit it. Young M.A is probably better than a few guys to rapping. So, you know, it's a pride thing as well. So, you know, so me performing at Black Pride is also me putting in kind of like to show people that you can do it, even though I'm not out there just as big as they are, but
yeah,
step forward. And I would love to be an influence to some artists out there as well that feel like, oh, we can't make it, but no, you can. Just put in your work, you know, get out there, keep your head up, keep pushing. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be pretty much doing tomorrow. I'm going to be performing to one of my songs as well. And yeah, representing really for female, for the LGBT, for anyone really that think men or women think they can't. They can't do it. You can do it.
Yeah, I think it's great, and I think it's very important as well for like the next generation coming up, because you see artists like Lil Nas, who just recently like came out as well. So it's really important that you spread awareness of what's happening and people like understand and things like that. It's great.
Yeah, no, of course. Like you said with Lil Nas X, I had to, like, when I saw that, I was like, mate, I respect you. Like, if I could see him face to face, I would have shook his hand and given him a hug, because especially I find it harder for men in the industry as well to just be so open, and not just men, but also black men as well. Like, it's so much harder for a black male to some reason come out. It's not just because you're black, but it's because of the cultures, and you know, they see you as raw. That doesn't happen in our culture. You can't be doing that. So I respected him. Like, when I saw that, I was like, that's it. Yeah, don't worry about what people think. They've seen your talent. They shouldn't be watching what you're into. It's your music, it's your talent, and what you're giving out to the world, and that's it. Like, it shouldn't affect nobody else. It's not affecting me. So you're just giving us really good music, mate. That's what I'm like. You know, you're doing your thing. So let haters hate, really. So yeah. Yeah,
I mean, it's good. Like, I feel like the more people are open and the more people share their experiences, the easier it will be for everyone else in future to like kind of like break through that barrier.
Of course.
I'll just give you a couple more like final questions. I'll start with where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
The next 5 years, I would like to see myself as an established artist. I'm not saying a millionaire or winning awards just yet, but at least a few people to know who I am. But not just because I'm not in it for the fame or anything like that. I want to be, like I said, an inspiration for others. I want to help out the young, like the future generation. I want to be as like a mentor to people, you know, support them, help them with their dreams and their talents, and be someone that, you know, they can look up to and be like, well, if Affix can do it, then we can. We all got our own issues and everyone goes through problems, but when you love something, you should never let that like stop you, anyone or anything stop you from getting to where you want to get to, no matter what. So in the next 5 years, I would love to be, at least hear someone say, you know what, if it weren't for you, Affix, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. So that's one of my main things. I want to see myself, you know, showing the world what I did, all the hard work that I put in actually was worth it in the end. All the blood, sweat and tears and the stress and the grey hairs. Yeah, definitely.
If you were to meet someone, an up-and-coming artist who was inspired by you, what advice would you give them starting out in terms of your story and your journey? How would you like advise them in terms of like following their dream if they want to become like a female rapper on the scene? What would your piece of advice be?
I would firstly tell them it's not going to be easy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It will be hard. There's going to be a few bumps and obstacles on the way. But no matter what, keep looking forward and focus on where you want to be, and just try and shadow out the obstacles. You're going to face them. If they knock you down, just get back up. And no matter what, make sure you know who is your support around you as well. Focus very clearly on who you got around you, because there's going to be people that are going to say they support you, but they don't really. Just be careful with those as well. Mm-hmm. And just, you know, no matter what, everything that you go through in life is a lesson, and you only learn from a lesson. So keep your head up, keep strong, and don't let anyone stop you from fulfilling the dreams that you want to fulfill. Make your dreams into reality no matter what. No one can tell you can't do it apart from yourself. If you tell yourself you can't do it, then you're not going to do it. Just keep on telling yourself, be your main motivator no matter what.
I feel like everyone should be their own personal number one fan all the time. Thank you for coming on the show. You can throw out like anything that you want people to follow? Like everything's slipping my mind. What do you call those?
Yeah, if you got any like social presence or any shows coming up, let us know what they are, and like we'll put them in the details and let everyone know.
Yeah, definitely. Like tomorrow, I'll be performing at Black Pride, which I'll be on the stage roughly about 1:30, which is being held in Haggerston. And also my mixtape will be dropping on the 2nd of August of this year. So look out for that. It's going to be on all digital platforms. And I'm also doing a release party, which is on the 27th of this month. So if anybody wants to roll through to that, just slide through my DMs on Instagram and I'll give you the location, which is It's A Official, which is ITSAY Official. And that's on all socials.
Nice. We're also going to be playing your show at the end of our podcast. So everyone stay tuned for that. And the boys are going to be playing your song on their podcast as well, which is the Slap Tug podcast. Do you want to plug yours?
You can listen to the Slap Tug podcast anywhere you can find good podcasts. And we'll definitely be plugging the songs at the... Luca probably will put them at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, definitely. They'll play us out.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much for like coming on. It's been really like great to like have this conversation with you and learn more about you and like what you've been doing and stuff like that. And we really like your tracks. We hope to like hear the full version when it comes out in August. But yeah, it's great. Like we're so happy for you that you've like finally made this body of work that you're proud of, and we hope it does really well.
Oh, thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
I enjoyed that interview.
Thank you, Sonny.
I guess was great, actually.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really nice. I was like super nervous because it's my first ever time like talking to someone that's not you guys.
True.
It was
or
weird
someone that I know.
Yeah, you've had guests.
Yeah, it was weird having to like stop Sally
I know
talking
all
so
of them.
much.
I spoke so much.
Sally was like...
Listen, you were doing so well in the interview. I actually didn't want to interrupt. So...
Because I remember like, at the beginning of the interview, it was like, yeah, Sally's also here.
Yeah.
Fucking not a peep out of him the entire fucking time.
I said one line at the end of the interview. And that's because you forced me to.
Yeah, I was like,
what? Okay.
Oh, what?
But no, genuinely, like, it was actually a really nice interview. It was like... I felt emotions throughout the interview.
Wow.
Yeah. It was nice. It was nice hearing from her, and it'll be... I'm interested to kind of listen to the whole mixtape.
I'm going to make sure you download, buy, stream, whatever, her mixtape. Yeah.
For sure. When it comes out, I will definitely put a link of it in my story on Instagram because I believe in it that much.
It comes out on the 2nd of August.
Just your story. You also don't believe in it that much.
But in the story, you can actually link to Spotify to click it.
Yeah. I mean, or you could do a post.
I will do both.
There we go.
I will do both.
Instagram, though. Posts aren't as amazing on Instagram.
I know.
You can't link off.
Yeah, I wish they would do that. Unless you're like a business thing where you can do like click the link and it goes to the shop and stuff.
You can do that, yeah.
That's why I said story. See, and then he comes back to my view anyway. Luca just likes to argue with me for no reason.
Yeah.
Serpents aren't snakes.
Okay, serpents aren't snakes. Just check out Affix and her upcoming album / mixtape.
Mm-hmm. Was it 2nd of August?
2nd of August, same day as Hobbs and Shaw comes out.
Oh, damn.
So this will be the one good thing you listen to on that day.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna go watch that, and it's gonna be terrible.
We're gonna do it together.
I'm gonna get so drunk.
You can write a review about it at the end.
Yeah, I want to go in there, load it up on like 3 beers, and just enjoy myself.
I'm not watching it with you anymore.
I'm gonna be going like, I'll be the guy inside like the cinema going, woo, yeah. It'd be fun.
Wow.
That was incredibly loud.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks for that, Luca.
You're welcome, guys.
And thank you, Affix, for coming on. Hopefully, we'll have another interview soon. And hopefully, you'll become super famous and we can say that we had you on the show. That's great, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is an actual plug. Like, if this goes big, I feel like...
Latoya's hipster side is going to come out. I know before she was famous. Oh, my God.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly.
I was there first.
I mean, that works for me. I'm happy with that. Okay, so thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And follow Sally and Luca and the Slap Tug podcast also on Instagram and Twitter and on their YouTube channel. Yeah. Have I forgotten anything?
And George, I suppose.
He couldn't turn up today because he's doing things.
So
love you,
Georgie.
Yeah, and
we're on Radio Haver. If you do a quick search that,
6 p.m.
6 p.m. every Tuesday is when we go live.
Yeah, and so we're going to be played out
by the track, which is Sally's favorite track. What's the name?
Mi Casa.
Yes.
By Affix. I love it. It's my new favorite song.
Okay, so it's going to start now.
Chillin' with my thugs from the corner. When them ask what they think, say to we say Gaza. From me see a girl, me want she better know she can't pass it. Let me take you out for the night, then to my casa. That mean, yeah, if you come back on me yard, yeah. Listen cartel and put any in your glass, me say she fi harder, anything she want. So if you want, put a lipstick, print on banana. Mami, vamos pa mi casa. No importa lo que pasa, nadie tiene que saber. Vamos a ver cómo va cuando llegue a mi casa. Te prometo que esto no es una trampa. Solo quiero ver si mami tú aguantas lo que te voy a dar. Y yo sé que a usted si le gusta una danza. Y la pista es mi cama. Mami mueve ese pompa suavemente. Eso sí, mami please, cójalo suave. Si le da más duro esto se pone grave. Mi corazoncito le daba un ataque y no sé si aguante. Ok, ya listo. Mami, yo no quiero conflicto. Solo lo que quiero de Tito es ese cuerpo bonito. Mami, vamos pa' mi casa. Allá vamos a beber. No importa lo que pasa. Nadie tiene que saber. Mami, vamos pa' mi casa. Allá vamos a beber. No importa lo que pasa. Nadie tiene que saber. Girl, if you come round, I'm a yard. I'ma come out to con you, fat in your dress. Come we could catch your vibes, come me love the way you dance. Your body boom, pan the rhythm good pan every part. Yeah, me gusta glad me pick she can't find nobody better than me. That slow wine, that's on me and a baby. Take time, girl, if you be my lady. Yo, from a see ya, my wire. Need for put the pie. Lick you with the token, they take you back to my yard, yeah. Bubbles in the tub with the strawberries in the massages. Then it's going down when I show you that I'm the artist. Yo, you look good flying a designer. You never fly once, make me take you to island. Me know you like me, so me call you over your son. Only girl me want get for sleeping on me casa. No importa lo que pasa, nadie tiene que saber. Vamos pa' mi casa, allá vamos a beber. No importa lo que pasa, nadie tiene que saber.